Alright, so apparently the echo can happen mid-stream now. I love that. I love that for me. Well, it's still better than OBS where you have to reset the computer to fix the issues. Yep, we're kicking the crap out of Doggone and Reese for the first time.
Tackle it up close. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Assault hammer. Now blast him. Let's do this. Who's with Incendiary edge. Rising blade. Yes. Tackle it up close. Burning strike.
I was like, where the heck is my scale at?
Gravity slap.
Yeah, it's probably the lowest level I've attempted this fight at in a long time, so I'm like, yeah, this might actually be tricky, because I remember the first time I ever played this game, this boss fight kicked my butt.
Like someone. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
I was like, how is Reese not dead yet? Jesus.
Focus your mind. Put up an order. I can respect. I need healing. Gun form. Let's give him the hands-on approach. I'll take him with my scat. Let's give him the hands-on approach. Offensive. Focus your mind. Put up an aura. Assault hammer. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Tornado blade. Assault hammer. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Who's with me? Furious blast. Off balance. Power down.
Haha!
Pays off. We did it.
Victory! Forgot how challenging this is when you're at the bare minimum level for this.
You primitive worms!
Looks like you underestimated your enemy. You two are the only ones left.
And you expect me to kiss your hand and beg for my life? I'd rather laugh my way to the grave.
Please, no.
He's like, I don't want to die! Screw you!
We don't have to continue like this.
What are you waiting for?
But they made fun of my pizza restaurant! Pepino? Okay,
You're
fine.
more useful alive.
What?
Go back to your people, your masters. Tell them we want no further conflict. Tell them the humans are willing to negotiate. That we can find common ground and coexist here, peacefully.
Don't tell me you honestly think you've won here, do you?
Well, shoot. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just like, take the L, please. Someone needs to, and L can't do it. He's already taken too many L's.
Another city of innocence burns. All so they can lay claim to a single skull. Was this truly necessary? I have become a party to madness.
Your target was the mech all along.
Oh, you're so quick. I can see why they made you the leader. And now the Vita is ours. So you see, you didn't win anything. You lost.
You sure about that?
Huh?
Your people managed to swipe that alien mech out from under us. I'll give you that. But our mission was to repel the invasion and defend New LA at all costs. Nothing more, nothing less. In that, we succeeded.
For now, maybe.
But you were sent here to take the city. And as far as I can tell, it's still standing. So I'd say you're the only loser here.
Elba's like, screw you!
Now crawl home. Tell your ganglion leaders you were beaten. And deliver
It's like,
my
I will not
message.
lose this thing twice now.
Hurry up and go, before I change my mind.
Technically 3 times.
Our people can't coexist peacefully. We can't coexist, period. It's us or you, you arrogant worm. No negotiation, no compromise, and no mercy! Thank God you're both all right.
Yeah, we made it back, but Marcus wasn't so lucky.
What happened?
He took an enemy missile barrage.
What? He's gone?
Listen, Lieutenant. We're going to find that Lifehold core. And when we do, Marcus
Time
will be
for the
first one back
song.
in a brand new state-of-the-art MIM. I promise.
And it happens to all of us. It's like, even if you type it incorrectly, autofill's just like, no, you meant this, right? I'm like, no, I meant the... And sometimes it's not even like, you type in the correct word, and it just either misspells it or basically puts in a completely different word, and sometimes it's a swear word, and you're just like, I didn't mean that, gosh darn it.
Yes, yes. Just like Gwyn, only taller and slimmer, and with more muscles on his wings.
And more handsome, too.
Thanks, guys. No, seriously. Thanks.
I like this idea. We'll find Marcus the handsomest, strongest, most un-Gwyn-like mim around.
Oh, you too now?
So,
Oh
Colonel,
no!
we lost the alien scout.
Oh no!
Well, last I heard, we weren't even
That,
sure what it was.
that's unfortunate.
Doesn't seem like much of a loss to me.
If only it were that simple.
Ma'am,
Which of course could be, I mean, yeah, that could have multiple meanings.
We're still alive, and NLA's still standing. I'll take that as a victory.
Hell yeah. The Colonel's right. We did good here today. We won.
yeah, you're right.
So hey, why don't we all go report back to HQ together?
Sure. Sounds good.
Actually, Irina, you guys should go on ahead. I have an errand to run with my team first.
Roger that. Then we'll see you back at headquarters in a bit. Colonel.
Let's go check out the hangar.
Right.
I can't wait to kick your butt in 2 chapters! Again!
I'll kill every
So
last
I said.
Every last one of them! I'll kill them with my own bare hands if I have to.
Yeah, bare hands. When we say that, we mean they're gonna hijack a mech and kill us with that. Then again, she did seem really excited about finding the mech. She's just like, give me the Zoofarg.
There's no excuse. This wouldn't have happened if I didn't order my men to leave their posts.
And if you
We're just
totally
trying to
weren't
help.
sus.
It's okay. We should count ourselves lucky we ended up with so few casualties.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry to break up the loving, but you know,
I gotta love
there
putting
must be
music
something
where
to that
it's not
spell
normally
if they
there.
were this worried about it.
I wonder.
The bigger question is how they even knew we had it. And how did they know exactly where we were keeping it?
Like, imagine, like, in the confrontation
No
between
way.
Team Elma and Lau in Chapter 11, instead of that music, it's the funny incidental music. He's just, Lau's just giving, like, the serious speech, and he's just like, let me... He's, like, listening to soundboard guy off in the distance who's, like, in that booth up in the castle, and he's just like,
Yes, at
I'm trying to
last,
tell my
the
life
great
story
divine
here.
vessel is mine.
Could you, like, this is why I don't like the ganglion. Welcome on in.
I beg you, O Great One, descend to this humble planet and guide me. I am yours to command.
Please don't. Void can go screw off. You successfully repelled the Ganglions' attack and saved the city. However, the alien mech was stolen. Al's like, save me! Pepino's like, I tried, and then they made fun of my pizza restaurant. They don't get it. I'm gonna go cry in the barracks now. At least the man-on like it. Sniff, sniff. Alright, so to do Chapter 9, we have to... Okay, so we did the data probe at Sylvalum's entrance, so that's done, so we have to do the Spy Games Affinity mission. And then we can do Chapter 9. Plus, I'll probably also do Nagi so that we have true stream edge, because that's also going to help in subsequent battles. At least this first one. I probably won't do the second one, because I think I can get through the game without needing Blossom Dance. Yeah, we're ready at level 30, so cool.
Had I known I'd be forced to wait, I would have brought a book.
Well, excuse
Our
me,
apologies, Director
Shosan.
General. Our blade work has been keeping us especially busy as of late. Besides, it's pretty unusual to get a direct request from you.
I would hope that warranted special priority. This mission affects us all.
If it's an official mission, shouldn't we take it through the normal channels?
Personally, I consider it very official, but both Nagi and Vandam refused me. Shouted me down, actually.
What? Then we're probably not even allowed to take it, right?
Let's hear the brief, and why they turned you down.
A wise decision. You're familiar with Jair Fortress, yes? In a few days, we'll be hitting it with a surprise offensive.
Of course. Every blade on the Force is participating.
We built our attack strategy around the idea of limiting casualties as much as possible. As such, we'll be employing mostly long-range fighting tactics.
That would be the sensible choice.
Yes, and I fully support it. But it makes gathering intel nearly impossible. Data on the present state of the Ganglion. At the moment, we know next to nothing about their situation. We don't even know if it's possible to negotiate with them or not. We need more information in order to effectively formulate future plans.
All right, you've made your ideas clear. What do you want us to do?
Infiltrate the fortress before we strike. Gather whatever intel you can and return here with it.
Is that even possible?
Any answer I give would be idle speculation. But I do believe this mission is of the utmost importance. And I also believe that your team has the best chance of getting it done.
So you decided to ask us face to face? That's quite the honor.
Is that sarcasm?
Take it as you will, sir. What if we refuse?
Meanwhile, Vandam's
And I'll
giving the
ask
thumbs up
team
in the
with
corner
next
like, good
time's
job,
chances,
Elma.
and so on. Send in the damn janitors if I have to. Whatever it
Jeez,
takes.
Shosan, my gosh.
You truly believe it's this important?
I do.
All right then. We'll do it.
Excellent.
But we're not taking any unnecessary risks. If things get hairy, we'll cut and run empty-handed if we must.
Let's all hope it never comes to that.
Just one question, if I may. Are those really your only reasons for wanting this intel?
What other reasons would there be?
Any answer I give would be idle speculation, sir.
My goal has always been to secure a future for humanity on this planet. It's as simple as that.
All right, I'll take you at your word. Let's get back to the barracks and prepare. This one's going to be tough.
Like, obviously they never go that route, but they 1000% could have made him an antagonist in this game. I mean, like, an actual antagonist. Gather info on the Ganglion by infiltrating their fortress. As it's advisable to avoid conflict, you should choose a route with few enemies. Like, that would have been, like, the ultimate betrayal, is, like, if he was working with Lao to screw over humanity. He's like, joke's on you, I'm not alone. Oh, come on, you were with him too? Gosh darn it. Oh. Nagi's like, well, I'm in charge now. It's not mutiny if Shosan claims mutiny first. Oh, I'm in danger. I forgot there's a cutscene you have to watch in the barracks first.
I hope you don't mind I let myself in.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing you know about our meeting with the Director General.
And from the look on yours, I'm guessing you accepted the mission.
We'll do what we can. Elma was super clear. If things get dangerous, we'll call it off.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Don't forget, you're all far more valuable to us than any intel you might come back with.
Tatsu totally agree and definitely never forget.
In other words, don't worry about us.
Alright, now to the fortress.
This should be the fortress mainframe.
Think you can get in?
I can try, but I wouldn't bother holding your breath. Even if I can, it'll take time. Better to pull the drive and analyze it later.
All right, let's run with that. Just as soon as we're done with them.
I swear, Elma just has like a sixth sense, just like, oh yeah, there's some enemies. Suppose that'll do it to you when you have to deal with these guys invading your, I guess, 2 species and 3 total times. It's like it's the Ganglion again, gosh darn it.
Tornado blade! All or nothing! Burning trap! Focus your mind. Put up an order. Tornado blade! I'm not bored. Yes! Now tackle it up board.
It's gotta be like the ultimate middle finger, like the other 2 just get destroyed with sword attacks, like, oh, how'd you kill the last one?
Drive secured, man.
I slammed it with my rifle
Lynn.
so hard that it died.
Now let's get out of here ASAP so we can head back to the
Good
city
job.
and report in.
Alright, back to the tower.
Is that the ganglion data drive? Excellent work. You have my thanks.
Tatsu happy to get thanks, but more happy to get reward.
Of course. I'll reward you for your efforts with as large a sum as I'm able. Next comes the task of decrypting and analyzing this data. Elma, perhaps you could...
I'm afraid not. However, I might suggest letting a Manon take a look. If you'd like, we can bring it to someone we know.
I see. I leave it to you then.
To the ship! Oh yeah, going back to that whole conversation of accidentally, like, saying a swear when you're typing out, like, ship is a perfect example of that. Like, if you've typed out shit enough, if you try to type in ship, it'll be like, no, you meant shit, right? I'm like, no, I didn't!
That would be a huge help, yes. Thank you.
For you, I'm more than happy to help. Oh, yes. Least I can do for saving my life, right?
When you're finished, deliver the results straight to the Director General's office, okay?
You got it, okay?
All right, let's go give him our report.
Alright, back to the tower!
Wonderful. I'll expect a report from the Manon then. It seems I was correct. Your team was the right one for the job. I hope you'll continue to assist in the future.
Of course, as long as our goals align.
Our mutual objective is the continued survival of the human race. This will not change.
Indeed.
The continued survival of the human race. Everything's a speech with that guy.
No, that's one thing he's truly serious about.
You know, I heard something the other day. Did you know about his son? The soldier?
No. Is he a Blade?
He never left Earth. Apparently because of the Director General. He sent his son on a mission just before the White Whale took off.
What the heck?
If he were a corrupt man, he would have sent
Tatsu's
someone
like,
else's
I've been in there enough today, please.
But he didn't, did he? I guess sometimes the right thing to do is also the hard thing, huh?
You acquired the data unit and unearthed the Ganglion's plans for humanity. Alright, so that's all the stuff we have to do Chapter 9, but before that, I am going to recruit Nagi so we can get true stream edge. Okay, level 32 is required, so we're gonna have to level grind slightly to do that. It's kind of funny they actually make you level grind because you don't fight in that one. Like, it's just a couple of cutscenes and that's it, and then you get Nagi. There's no fighting involved in that particular affinity quest. They're just like, you gotta earn Nagi. I'm like, I guess. We're gonna play it that way. Alright. Oh yeah, that's the perfect place to go level grind again, is, back to going to kill those gators.
me.
Fire Carnival!
Shadow strike!
Gun form.
Side slash!
Roll whip.
It's down. Weaken him and lay in.
Booster pack.
Sliding slinger!
Ice fire. We'll catch
I've
him
got
up.
you covered, fire.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
About time I had a
They're
real
off
fight.
guard.
Not another word.
Melee. Shadow strike!
This will knock them off balance. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Rising blade. Burning slash. Tornado blade. Assault hammer. Rising blade. Tornado
Destroy.
blade.
Move in and strike!
Tornado blade. Opportunity knock. Topple them. Gun them. Tornado blade. The best victories are the hard fought ones.
Finish.
Neutralize. Nice work.
I hate when the enemy just turns around. I'm like, come on! Give me the sneak attack, darn it.
I had a real fight. Offensive stance. Not another word. This will knock them off balance. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Rising blade.
It's like, no, we're gonna make this as difficult as possible. Like, thanks, game.
Slash. Rising blade. Tornado blade. Assault hammer. Rising blade.
Punch first.
Tornado blade. All or nothing. I can work with that.
Neutralize.
Yeah, it's like, I hope we get that achievement after a bit, because I could have sworn I've killed that many.
Watch yourself.
Punch first.
Offense. Not another word. All or nothing. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Assault hammer. Tornado blade. Rising blade. Burning slash. That's it. Now smack that down. Power dot. All or nothing. Opportunity nothing. Men are like stones. Nicely done.
Alright, I imagine it'd probably be like 2 tops, and then we should get that level up.
Offensive stand. It's on now. Close the distance. Not another word. It's on. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Assault hammer. All or nothing.
Bring me down.
Burning slash.
Lay down some fire for me.
Rising blade.
Strike.
Tornado blade. Tornado blade.
I have to stay in.
Tornado blade. All or nothing.
Fire Carnival.
That.
Neutralize. Nice work.
Booster pack.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Let's give them the hands-on approach.
Violent streak.
Fire Carnival.
Not another word. It's over. No rest. Now let's go find an opponent that's worth our time. Get it?
Thought they were gonna get more experience than that, oh well.
This can't be good.
Oh no, we summoned a tyrant crab! No!
Here I come, sunshine.
Engaging.
Lock and load.
Lay down some fire for me.
Tornado blade.
Fire.
Curse you, pizza face!
Tornado blade. Opportunity knocks. Topple. Gun down. Tornado blade. There's no substitute for real combat.
We got him. Let's move.
Strike first and strike hard.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
Offensive stand.
Shadow strike. Reinforcements. Watch out.
Tornado blade. Tornado blade. All right. Opportunity knocks. Gunfight. Tornado blade. Rising blade. No rest. Step in and face the next one.
Upper hand.
Attack from range. Follow me. We'll catch him off guard.
Shadow strike. Two more hits.
Let's give him the hands-on approach. Offensive step. Let's do this in with me. Tornado blade. Assault hammer. Incendiary edge.
Why did I think that was a good idea? Oh yeah, you can see the creepy red eyeball. Oh my gosh.
Looks like we've got no choice.
Boost attack.
Engage. Lay down some fire for me. I've got your pepper fire. Shadow strike.
Gravity slap.
Slide. That was dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Got it. Let's pack some more punch.
Time is nice. Move in and do some damage.
Hyper Nova.
That's how you make it. You can do it. Sliding slinger.
Attack from range.
Primer.
Follow me. Here I come, son.
Let's see what you've got. That is it. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Sliding slinger. Shadow strike. Fire carnival. So nice. Move in and do some damage.
Offensive step. Tornado blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Tornado blade.
Upper hand.
All right. I'm ready to unload on that.
Appreciate it. So, have you picked out today's menu, Lynn?
Not yet. Depends if Tatsu can make it or not. You know me.
Strike first and strike hard.
Now it's my turn.
Offensive. Focus your mind. Put up an order. Tornado blade. Rising blade. Assault hammer. Burning slap. Tornado blade.
Shadow.
Yes. Now tackle it up close. Burning slap. Tornado blade.
And there we go. Sweet. Nagi's time.
Someone here to visit.
Is this about a new mission?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Commander? You don't sound like your usual self.
If Mustache Friend have troubles, maybe Tatsu can help.
Right. We're alone here, yeah? Just your team?
Yes, just who you see here.
Okay, then. This mission is sensitive stuff. Need to know for your ears only, etc. Alright?
What is it? Did something happen?
I won't beat around the bush. Nagi's gone missing. It's been 6 hours since we lost contact. He was out inspecting the Lifehold remains we found in Primordia.
Wait a sec. He did not go out there alone.
He had a team of Harriers escorting him. Their last transmission was in combat with the Ganglion, and then nothing. Which I'm sure you'll agree does not bode well.
At the same time, we don't want to jump to any conclusions, especially ones that could start a panic.
Mutiny!
It could, yeah. So much of what we got going on depends on him.
We need to resolve this before anyone finds out he's gone.
Look, I'll do my best to keep this under wraps while you check
And
it out.
Peppino's like, absolutely not.
But we need you to
That guy
hurry.
can go screw off.
Find him.
Understood. We'll leave right away.
After setting off to inspect a piece of the Lifehold, Secretary Nagi dropped out of contact. Investigate his whereabouts with utmost secrecy. He's like, they can wait 5 minutes.
This is where Secretary Nagi's last transmission came from.
Right. His escort team had arrived, and they were engaged with a ganglion here.
But Tatsu not see anyone.
Elma, I'm picking up a residual heat
Apparently there's some Manon corpses there, jeez.
The signal just spiked. What the heck is going on?
Let's go find out.
Oh, never mind, that's a Manarch corpse. I thought it was a Manarch. I'm just... Okay, let's be honest, we're probably all slightly traumatized from the Alex quest line.
Is this all you, sir?
It wasn't enough to save them. I lost soldiers. Good ones.
Those Harriers were your escorts, sir. Keeping you alive was their mission. I'm sure they have no regrets.
He never would have let this happen.
With respect, comparing yourself to those who are no longer with us won't get you anywhere, sir.
But Tatsu is glad Secretary is safe. Team Tatsu should hurry and tell Mustache Man.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, and this is one of those things I don't think they ever confirm who this is unless they're referring to Al, which I doubted. Like, there's basically... I think they confirm in, like, 2's DLC that, like, Nagi had a friend. I don't know if they ever specify who that friend is.
It's nice to
Another
be
one
reminded
of this game's mysteries.
I'll hang on to these until you're all revived. Until then, rest well, soldiers.
Secretary Nagi survived, but many others were not so lucky. Nagi has joined the party. Now give me your sword. But that's my special sword. I don't care. Give me the sword. Of course we can't take him on Chapter 9. Why would it be anything else? Well, thanks for the sword and the art, Nagi, but you're out for now. What the heck, dude? Sorry, I don't make the rules. Alright, then I know there's other affinity quests we can do that we need to do to progress further chapters, but I'm pretty much just gonna do it one chapter at a time just to keep making story progress. So that'll be the plan. Alright, some out of Moraniums, so that's good to go. On to Chapter 9. And we'll just level grind if we need to at that time. Chapter 9, Warriors of Wrath.
What should I whip up today?
Now give me the beef.
That is a great idea.
So also for the sake of it's only been out for a couple of weeks, I'm obviously not going to say anything specific, but I have played Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 officially now. Play it for the love of God. It's so good. Like, I cannot state this enough. Like, it is 1,000% worth the money, and also that money's going to cover Chapters 5 to 7 as well, so...
This is pot of boiling wine!
Little Spud's smarter than he looks.
His Pampton's like, let me, use me, darn it.
Lily is not funny! Lily is not funny!
Okay, everyone, let's eat!
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have time to play it before the Spooky Month content, but at the absolute latest, that's when I'm gonna play those two chapters. I know part of me doesn't want to wait, take too much time because, like, the strategy to take down some of those enemies, I'm like, yeah, it was very specific of like, okay, you gotta do this and be super aggressive because let's just say the difficulty in those chapters ramps up a lot comparatively. And we're talking the required fights, not the super bosses, which those also exist. Not gonna say what they are, but I mean, if you play Deltarune, you know they're super bosses.
detected another piece of the Lifehold.
Yes! Is it the core?
Woohoo! Tatsu-do dance of discovery!
We don't know what it is, which is why we need you to check it out ASAP. The coordinates we have for it are up north of New LA, in Silver.
Rook, why do you have Nagi's sword?
One sec.
Oh, it's a long
Silverwood?
story.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but, didn't we just detect signs of a ganglion presence there?
That's the bad news. Which is why I'm only asking our top combat units to take this on.
Understood. Consider it done, Commander. We'll get started immediately.
Was hoping you'd say that. I talked to Lau's team as well, by the way. They're already en route.
Elma's
So
just like,
rendezvous with
just
them here.
lovely.
Good luck.
A piece of the Lifehold's been found in Silverlum. Rendezvous with Lau and investigate.
I just pray this is the peace we need. There's not much time left.
Off to Silverlum.
Good. More practice.
Lau! You can't be serious. Your entire team? Gone?
Dead. Killed by ganglion. And it's all my fault.
If only we'd gotten here sooner.
What? You think you could have stopped it? What's it matter anyway? We can just bring them all back once we find the Lifehold, right?
Hey, Lau.
Look at us. The chosen few. All those people we left on Earth. They never had a chance. But
He's like,
us,
could I interest you in a
we can
special
be
pizza? I'm
reborn.
like,
They gave us
Pepino, I
no
had
damn
50
chances
pizzas before we left, and it still didn't help. I'm sorry. I tried
If
your
we find
method,
the
and
core.
nothing
Without
worked. I'm
that,
like,
there's
darn
no
it!
chance for any of us.
Did you have 100 pizzas? Shit.
Look, we can talk later. For now, we need to get you back to the city. Let's regroup there so we can get you
Always
patched
remember,
up.
Lau, it's 100 pizzas, not 50
way.
pizzas.
What if it turns out to be the
Better
core
luck
and the
next
ganglion
time.
get to it first? You can't let that happen.
We can't just leave you here, Lau.
You can and you will. I'll be fine until the Reclaimers can get here.
Still...
I'm sending you all the intel we have. It's further north from here. Sorry, I can't help. It's up to you now.
Don't worry, we can handle it. Let's get moving. With luck, we can secure the Lifehold before the ganglion know we're here.
Lynn,
Yeah?
maybe you should sit this one out. The place is crawling with ganglion.
That's why I'm going.
It's funny how he literally does not have a single
I'm part of the
problem with
team,
the rest of them
and we
going
have
to
a
their
job to
deaths,
do.
but Lynn
If it's going
specifically
to
is
be
like, nope.
dangerous, that's all the more reason for us to stick together.
Which is even more
I'm a
messed up
lot
if you're
more
playing as a
capable than you
child,
think, Lau.
if Cross is a
I
child
know
in your
you're trying to look
playthrough
out
because
for
you
me,
can do that.
and I appreciate
It's like,
it.
yeah, you're okay if this child dies, but this child, no. Like, what the heck, Lau?
It's not like they'll be killed. They'll just lose their mims is all. What's it matter anyway?
is this the spot? That's weird.
Tatsu don't see anything.
Lynn, go ahead and double-check the coordinates, would you?
Right.
I have a bad feeling about this. Don't tell me.
Elma! I'm picking up multiple incoming heat signatures. We're surrounded.
Liesel's like, what the heck did I sign up for? Thought the stuff with Granada was bad. No, it's still bad. Never mind, I forgot how terrible it was. Hey, Rothians! Do you want to take over Granada? Because you would 1000% do a better job than my current boss.
I knew it. We've been tricked.
Lower your weapons, humans.
Haven't seen this species before.
Look at cute kitty. Here, kitty, kitty.
Shut up, they'll hear.
Your first time laying eyes on the proud people of Roth? Surrender, humans. We have you surrounded. If you put away your weapons and comply, you will be treated with the respect that warriors of your caliber deserve.
Do as they say, everyone. We don't have a choice.
Still weirds me out to no end that that's what
Luxon's conniving
Tatsu's
serpent
eyes look
was a
like.
platter, which only makes the task all the less palatable.
He's like, but the secret is I can fling them and it does 50 million damage. I never do it because of the overpowered. That's exactly why we want you to do it, Tatsu. Jeez. Maybe he just doesn't want to see his death coming, which, fair.
Don't worry. I'm in charge here. My subordinates are of no use to you. I ask that you let them go.
Unfortunately, that is not my decision to make. We are mercenaries. We do as our patron bids. I am to deliver all of you to the Ganglion stronghold.
I thought the Ganglion wanted all humans eradicated. Why take us captive?
An excellent question. The Ganglion are indeed terrified of your species. However, this fear is only of your natural form.
Our real bodies? But why? Why would they fear our real bodies?
This I do not know. If I did, I would gladly lay their wretched plans bare.
Prince Jog?
Luxar never ordered us to keep his secrets, only to remember his precious title. Take them away.
Luxar? Is that the Ganglion leader? Wait! First I have a question. How has a noble species such as yours allowed itself to be reduced to such disgrace?
What?
The Ganglion have committed unspeakable acts all across this planet. Surely you must know that. They kill without cause or mercy. Why would you serve such scoundrels? Why sink so low?
Mind your tone, human. Who are you to judge the prince's actions? What could you possibly know of our people's struggle? Of how our homeland was torn away from us?
It's true. I cannot say I understand your plight. But humanity lost its home, just like you. And yet we chose to stand up and fight the Ganglion.
The Ganglion have bought our compliance, yes. But make no mistake, the Rothians would never sell their pride.
Prove it then. Make a choice here that you can be proud of.
The Ganglion would have us dismiss you as uncultured savages. But I see reason in your words and strength in your bearing. Very well. We will settle this the old way. Defeat us in battle. And yes, you will also win your freedom.
You're on!
Excellent. I will grant no quarter and expect none in return. Mercy would be an insult.
But my prince, win or lose, Luxor will punish us.
Forgive me, Queen. I can suffer those villains' unjust orders no longer.
Of course, we all feel the same, Prince. But when the Ganglion hear of this...
Wrath will survive. Ours is a resilient people. We can weather this storm.
Yes, my prince. With you leading us, yes.
Then it's settled. Let the battle begin. This is the Rothian way.
And one to be proud of.
Here we go.
No resting. Step in and face the next. True stream edge. All or nothing. Tornado. I'm not done yet. No resting.
Charge down!
Focus your mind. Put up an
Did I mention use overdrive? Because even though we're underneath their level, we still kick their phase 1 butts. Yeah, I think I mentioned in the previous playthrough, but that was when I learned the hard way that overdrive really helps you in this game, or just knowing how to do it, because I got stuck on this fight so many times the first time I played this back a decade back. This was the difficulty spike of this game.
Equip yourselves as you see fit. Let the real battle begin.
Here we go.
offensive stand. It's on. Close the distance.
We've been spotted, and it's big.
Tornado. All right. I'm ready to unload them. Not another word. It's over. Opportunity now. Top of them. Stream edge. All or nothing. I've hit my limit. Heal me. Burning slash. Tornado blade. Stream edge.
I'm thrown.
This is wearing me down.
Furious blast. Looks like we'll have to find our way out of this. Let's do this in one go.
This is wearing me down.
I admire you.
I'm worth it.
Yeah, particularly this is the difficulty spike, is phase 2. At least we got affinity up with Liesel.
first and strike hard.
Destroyed. Move in
All or
and strike.
nothing.
Now's our chance.
True stream edge. All right. I'm ready to up. Not another word. It's over. True stream edge. Yeah. Now tackle it up close. Lightning blade. No resting. Step in and take them. Lightning blade. True stream edge. Lightning blade. Now let's go find an opponent that's worth it.
We got it. Let's move.
Strike first and strike hard.
Ready? Shadow strike. Sliding slither. Move in and do some damage. Sliding slither.
Let's do this in one go. Opportunity not. Gunfire. True stream edge. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Trident thunder.
Lightning blade.
I don't remember inviting you here.
Tornado blade. All or nothing. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Opportunity knocks. Tough. Now follow with a real bone.
Upper hand.
I'm not done yet. No rest. Step in and take the That a kick in the pants.
Might as well get that level up while we're at it. So yeah, the placement of this chapter is nice because there's a cave right next to it that's got pretty much that level of enemies. So it's a nice, easy spot to level grind. You don't have to go very far from the death war points of this chapter. As long as you don't go in the lava. Alright, now we should have more cover because we're not using skells for, or, excuse me, Peppino's not using a skell for this fight.
Strike first and strike hard.
Happy to say I know how to handle those.
Got it done.
Do your heart beat stronger?
Hell, focus your mind and put up an order. Burning strike. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Now smack that giant good. Tornado blade. Alright. That's the alarm.
Gotcha.
Now, follow with a real bone crush.
Come on.
True street looks like we'll have to bust our way out. Tornado blade. Burning strike.
Sting. Now's our chance. Follow my lead.
Lightning blade. Incendiary air. Now tackle it up close. Tornado blade.
Hit them again. We'll settle it here.
Oh, I love being stunned.
One glove ended all.
I admire your courage.
Strike and
Go big or
strike
go
hard.
home.
Yeah, I'll try this a couple more times, and then I might have to get an augment put in that basically, like, prevents stunning.
You'll remember the day you fought.
Roger. You can leave it to me.
True stream edge.
Got the edge.
come, sunshine.
Lots of punch
Gods
first.
of war, favor us.
I'll get it done.
Not another word. Tornado blade. Let's do this in one go. I'm not done yet. No rest. Miss and face the next. Incendiary edge.
Come on!
Yes. Now tackle it up close. True stream edge. True stream edge. Let's do this. Offensive stand. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Opportunity not. Gunfight. No rest. Step in and face the next one. Tornado blade. True stream. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Lightning blade. That's it. Now smack that giant good. Tornado blade.
You wish!
True stream edge. Tornado blade. Not another one. Who's with me? True stream edge. Tornado blade.
Come on!
Yes. Now tackle it up close. Incendiary edge. True stream edge. Now follow.
Fiendish!
That's true on anything.
And I leveled up twice in that fight, jeez. So yeah, that was just the key, was just getting enough protection from the two Skell users and then just having them concentrate their fire.
I thank you for this defeat. Our encounter has been most edifying. North of here lies a shadowy land of rock and fire. Jagged black stone, lit only by scars of boiling magma. There you will find the Ganglion stronghold. May the tides of war lift your fortunes!
In this version, we'll see you later! Canonically.
That guy was not so bad, huh?
Yeah, he said they're mercenaries. Maybe we could convince them to fight for us.
Great idea, Lindley. Tatsu love kitties.
I wouldn't call them kitties to their face, small fry. They'd slice you up, brine the wedges, add a nice buttercream sauce, then...
Lindley talking way too many details.
Oh, sorry. Was I saying that out loud?
Lindley is not funny.
Hey, good news. Lau was just admitted to the maintenance center. Looks like he's gonna make it.
Really? Thank God they got to him in time. Let's hurry back and check in on him.
Right.
Elma? What is it?
Nothing. Sorry. Just a little worried about Lau. Let's get back to New LA.
Back to the city!
Grandmaster Luxar.
I thought I told you never to disturb me in this chamber. What is it?
I'm busy simping over my god.
Sir, a message from Gajar.
Give me 5 minutes.
You'll want to see it, sir.
Counselor Luxar, this is mercenary warlord Gajarg, former prince of the Kingdom of Roth. It is with a heavy heart and deep regret that I must report to you that the Rothian people are unable to carry out your mission to annihilate the human race. We realize this means we will no longer enjoy the benevolence of Ganglion patronage. So be it. The Rothian people will make our way as an independent mercenary force, effective immediately. We look forward to settling our debt with you on some future battlefield. Until then.
Yeah, he's just like,
Gajar,
just give me
you
5 minutes.
traitor. I should have known those ungrateful rats would bite the hand that feeds them.
He's like, sir, you're gonna want to view this. But just, okay, this is more important. Somehow this is more important than the mech.
You seem to enjoy that, Prince Jog.
But what a shame. If only I could see the look on what that overgrown slug calls a face.
My prince, what has gotten into you?
You disapprove?
On the contrary, everyone loves a scoundrel.
Is that so? Then we're in luck. From this day forth, we are lawless vagabonds, subject to no one. What say you to that, you Rothian scoundrels?
Meanwhile, that one guy that wants to escape his parents is like, yeah! When can I escape? Back to the city.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Doug? Is this the Lifehold?
New LA, buddy. Sorry, no real body just yet. They saved your men before it shut down. Too bad, huh? Better luck next time you die.
I see. Doug, it's all my fault.
Save it. Just rest. Elma?
Doug, you beat us here.
So, how's he doing?
He'll be up and around in no time. Why don't you go take a look for yourself? Say hi.
Thanks.
Doug, we need to talk. Can you spare a minute?
Of course.
It's about Lao. I have a suspicion. Well, it's more than a suspicion.
Let's hear it.
The Ganglion were struggling to retrieve that alien mech, the Vita. Lao suggested we go after it. He even planned the mission. So we extract it. And the Ganglion know exactly where it is when they come for it, with Lao's team away from guard duty.
Oh, boy.
And this last mission, he gave us coordinates for a Lifehold unit he found. Turned out to be a Ganglion ambush. It's too much to be a coincidence, Doug.
Well, what do you think, Rook? You think he's a spy?
Yes, he's very sus.
Even if you're right, he saved our bacon plenty of times. We should at least give him a chance to explain himself. We owe him that much.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Not only was there no Lifehold unit, but the Ganglion had Rothian mercenaries lying in wait. Seems like Blade has a sussy mole in its ranks. Who put sussy in the dialogue? Loud! Alright, so now we're able to... My gosh. It's like, just let me leave the, the loading screen, jeez! Alright, so let's see what's required to do Chapter 10. Survey 15% of Sylvalum, complete the Manhunt Affinity Mission, and the Prospective Partners Affinity Mission. Which involves surveying 14% of the planet. So yeah, we definitely have to do both in order to progress the plot. Let's see, Manhunt, we could do immediately. And let's do that. Well, that actually... No, we're getting the flight module first, I forgot about that. Yeah, see, we're just at the right number of levels for it, so might as well. Because we do have to get the flight module in order to do Chapter 12, but I also just want the flight module already. Okay, looks like we gotta go accept a basic mission first.
Hey!
So if we're going off of that, it basically means unless you do some kind of a glitch, it's impossible to beat the game without doing it, or without doing any basic quests. At the minimum, the game forces you to do that one. Yeah, and of course you have to do several green ones in order to get the... Well, I mean, like, just to do this, you have to get the Skell license. This is when it's required. Which I guess would technically be pre-Chapter 12 is when you have to get the Skell license.
So you made it. Why am I not surprised? Who else would have the stones to turn up for an experimental Skell test flight? Stones in your head, I mean. You and Doug are the only ones crazy enough to even try.
That's a horrible way to put it, Commander. I mean, sure, previous tests often involved engine explosions and lots of fire. And there was that one that went berserk and crashed itself into the sea. But that's all a perfectly natural part of the R&D process. Right?
No!
Oh, come on, you two!
I don't want to die, Lynn!
In the name of science is a noble cause and its own reward.
Sure it is. And I'll be sure to tell that to Doug's next of kin.
Wow!
Anyway, enough.
Poor Doug, jeez.
Lynn, why don't you walk him through it?
Right.
On his tombstone it says, here lies Doug Barrett. Risking life and limb for science is its own reward. Lindley Koo, 2054.
So I've taken a step back and redesigned a Skell from scratch. The result is an integrated flight-capable Skell system, or IFCSS for short.
Forget the stupid acronym. I financed this, and I say we're calling it a Skell flight module. Oh, did I mention I also got the arms manufacturers on board to help out?
Really? You're the best, Commander.
Yeah, well, that ain't the hard part. We can't have any more failures, you hear me?
This time it's a sure thing, my friend. The two of us are taking part in development to make certain of that.
Isobe! Jajani!
Well, if the bigwigs at Sakuraba and CNC aren't worried, I guess I shouldn't be either.
Yes, although we
Nemo Liesel's just like, I wish my CEOs were this normal.
How much concern we talking?
Why can't they just be this normal?
Well, our final check turned up one significant problem.
As it stands now, our chances of success are maybe 10%, you know.
That ain't good. What if we fix this little problem?
99.9999999.
Well, case in point, their CEO gets pissed at him that Lynn did this first. He's just like, what the f-?
Then the answer's
Well, that's
clear.
not even the worst part.
Sorry to surprise you with this, but can you go salvage the materials?
You got it.
Awesome. I know you'll find them in no time.
Alright then. Bring the materials back here once you round them all up. Lynn, you use this time for another final systems check. This is our last shot at it.
Understood, sir. I'm on it. I promise to get this big bucket of love into the Mirren skies before long.
The Skell flight modules failed in testing a few too many times. See if you can help it get through development. Thank goodness for material tickets. I was gone for like 30 seconds. What happened?
The hell did you do, Lynn?
me a second. Oh! I had the amp furnace circuit in backwards. I am so sorry. I can't believe I'd do something that dumb in the final check.
Oh, you're back. I take it you managed to gather the materials? As you can see, the test flight's gonna need to be postponed. Maybe canceled entirely. Sorry for the bad news after all your hard work.
No, wait! I'll handle the repairs and resolve the final issues myself. Commander, please. I need this to work. I need to make it happen. It's the last homework assignment I'll ever have. Please, sir, let me complete it.
I understand where you're coming from, Lynn. But it's not my call. That last slip-up has the Sakuraba guys spooked. The higher-ups aren't gonna be happy unless this thing can be mass-produced.
But all my work...
The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. Don't worry about it, Vandom. I'll convince my people. I may just be a humble engineer, but I've given my life to Sakuraba. Let an old man cash in some of his favors.
Thank you, Isobe.
Well, that's one problem down. But this death trap still needs a pilot. After that little display before, I doubt anyone will be nuts enough to volunteer. You'd have to be real crazy.
He's like, dude, I have dealt with worse. I will do this shit.
Thank you so much. I swear I'll make this thing work.
I kicked the crap out of a pizza man. I can do anything.
When can you have this bucket of bolts fixed?
I'll have it ready by tomorrow.
Alright, you've got till morning. Past that, we'll have to call it off for now. The higher-ups will want to take another long look and decide if this is still where they want to spend their money.
Understood. I won't let everyone's hard work go to waste. And I won't let down my brave test pilot either. I swear.
And Doug's like, yay, I'm off the hook, finally. Although I imagine he probably has to feel gypped because he basically had to do all the botched runs, whereas Cross gets to do the one good run.
It's done. I did it! I swear it's totally safe and secure this time, Commander. We dreamed of a Skell that can fly through the air, and now it's finally here.
Looks that way to me. And trust me, I looked close. This thing should work. It better work. What do you say? Ready to put your life in the hands of this thing?
Let's go!
That's the spirit. Should be a hell of a view from up there. Assuming you get up there.
It'll fly, jeez. Do you trust me on this or not? Oh, come on! You're gonna go on a perfect test flight and show all these naysayers what's up.
Alright, let's get this party started. Fly her to the specified point to start. It's a spot we haven't been able to reach before now.
The perfect landing point for our test flight.
I thought so. We'll be monitoring your progress from here. Good luck.
Oh, and whatever you do, don't damage the Skell.
I think what you meant to say was come home safe.
Onwards! Alexa's like, holy shoot! And the Granada CEO is just like, grumble, grumble, grumble.
Welcome back. That was one hell of a maiden flight. She passed the test. We'll get rolling on mass production ASAP.
Yes! This makes everything worth it. Sure, I put poor Doug through hell and wound up wasting some rare materials. But I had to do this. I had to make my dream a reality. You know, before they died, my parents began this as an independent research project. But they passed away before they could finish the design. That's how the flight pack got started. A device that can let any Skell fly still feels like science fiction. I can't imagine what possessed them to even attempt such a thing. But I knew I had to finish what they started. I felt like I'd never be a worthy engineer if I didn't. So, I called it my last homework assignment.
Those are some big shoes to fill. You can rest assured that your folks would be proud as hell. You know that, right? You did good, kid. You too. Thanks for all your support.
Let's go!
Damn straight. Once we get our people trained up on these, those ganglion are history. All right, enough jibber-jabber. It's time to get flying. With eyes in the sky, we'll track down that damn Lifehold core in no time.
A lifetime of research begun by Lynn's parents has now been completed. Humanity's dream of taking to the skies in Skells can now finally be realized. Alright, so we have to be at level 36 to do Liesel's second half so we can get the jet flight module pack on the Breskvelg. So that might be a post-Chapter 10 thing, depending on... Well, I guess we only gotta level up once, we might do it before Chapter 10, we'll see. Alright, so yeah, we're at level 35 right now, so we could do this now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we have to do before Chapter 10, so it's like, pick something. I got 2 Affinity Quests and map completion. All of it must be done, but the order doesn't really matter too much. And hunts.
Ah, look who's here. Perfect timing. Turns out I've got a mission that's right up your alley.
In other words, something dangerous?
See? You're perfect for it. Now then, remember the night the ganglion hit us? Your team took on a pair of Xenos. Real bad apples. A big old lug and one nasty little lady.
Dogon and Reese, I think it was.
There's no forgetting those two.
Yep, that's them. We just got word they've been spotted skulking around Noctilum.
Could they be planning another attack?
That or who knows what. Whatever they're up to, I can tell you, it ain't gonna be good for us.
Muscle Man not worry his mustache hair is gray. Team Tatsu is on the case.
Right. Those two are no pushovers. We fought them once and we beat them once. We're the best choice to take this on. We'll leave immediately.
Thanks, Colonel.
There's been reports that the pair who raided NLA have been sighted in Noctilum. Go there and investigate. Actually, I'm probably gonna want the Skell back in my inventory. Either that or just to go buy another one. Yeah, I'm not burning through that much money when I could be using that for ground gear later. Alright.
It's still smoking.
Bad guy's campfire.
The residual heat signatures confirm it. This fire was active until just recently.
It's strange. A campfire doesn't strike me as their style.
Heard something.
Someone's coming. Everyone, hide!
I am developing Elma's sixth sense for the ganglion. It's working.
Looks like we're too late. Damn it. Those two could be anywhere. Come on. That guy's the size of a mech. There can't be that many places for him to hide. Whatever. We'd better report to the captain.
Soldier's definitely ganglion.
Elma, did you hear that? Guy's the size of a mech.
And they're looking for a pair.
But why would Dagon and Reese... I mean, they're ganglion too, right?
Maybe they deserted after bitter defeat courtesy of Tatsu.
Courtesy of who? Still, it does sound like they're after our targets.
Everything we've heard seems to point that way.
Maybe we should shake those two down for intel. See what they know.
What do you think?
Nah, let's keep going.
Let's stay out of trouble and keep searching the area. Come on. Huh? That's not them.
Doesn't look like it, no.
I'm sorry if we frightened you. My name is Elma. What's yours?
So the ganglion were chasing these two?
Seems like it. Are we correct in assuming that you're hiding from the ganglion? If so, maybe we can help. We come from a planet called Earth, but now we're fighting the ganglion here on Mira.
Really? Pay them no heed, Rock. I don't know, Celica. They don't really seem like the others.
It matters not. I shall not be fooled again.
I'm picking up motion from deeper in. Could be the clue girl in that gower. What are those humans doing there? Fall back! We'll return with reinforcements.
Ganglion ran away.
Let's stop them before more show up.
Oh, heck no! Yeet! Oh crap! We're screwed!
Ready to move on your command.
You're marked.
Attack from range. Follow me. Yes. Now tackle it up close. True Scream Edge. All or nothing. Now, follow with a real bone crush. I'm sent away into a True Scream Edge.
They spun too many times. Collapses.
It's all right. We took care of them.
So do you maybe want to come with us? It's not really safe here.
Don't flatter us with your hollow kindness.
Listen, I understand that it may be hard for you to trust a random pack of strangers. But we really do want to help, if that's all right.
Come on, Celica. They seem all right, don't they?
Perhaps, but
Tatsu, pleased to make acquaintance of new friend Celica.
and you are a Nopon?
Indeed. Friends saved Tatsu from nasty ganglion.
Just like they saved us.
Yes, so if Tatsu is trusting friends, Celica can too. Nopon's honor.
Well, you might say that we're fugitives of a sort. Ones that are running low on hiding places.
Our city, New LA, is home to many races besides humans. Both of you would be welcome there. There's no pressure, of course. You can stay or leave as you see fit.
Thank you. That is most kind. My name is Celica.
And I'm Rock. Nice to meet you.
I'm Lynn. Here, these are the coordinates for New LA. Can you get there okay?
I believe the two of us can manage, yes.
Then we'll see you back home. Take care, you two.
He's like, Tatsu, I think, would actually enjoy that a bit, because Rock is, I mean, both Celica and Rock are awesome, but, like, Rock was just like, I am adopting this tiny pebble. I am Rock, and he is the pebble.
Listen. Hello, everyone.
Hey! Over here!
How do you like the city so far?
It's rather overwhelming, to be honest. But Rock seems quite content, so we'd like to stay if that's permissible.
Of course. And whatever you need, just let us know, okay?
Anytime Celica have a problem, Team Tatsu have the solution.
You have our gratitude.
Came across Celica and Rock during your search, whereupon you brought them back to the city, clearing up the misunderstanding. So yeah, at the minimum, you bring them back to the city, but you don't have to have them as party members in order to beat the game. Or at least the story portion. Alright, 15% of Sylvalum, and then, yeah, in order to do that one, we have to survey 14% of the planet. Probably to start with Sylvalum, just kind of knock out two birds with one stone on that front.
go.
Alright, so that's done, so now I just gotta survey 14% of the planets, and then we'll be good.
Enemy looks strong. How do we proceed?
Somehow I managed to get even tougher.
It's a giant sandworm! Yeah, it's like all to get 14% map completion for the entire planet. We found the weed site! Yippee! He's like, I have truly found the pizza planet. He's like, what are you gonna do, Disney? Sue me? You can't sue Peppino. Peppino spaghetti is unsuable. Alright, our best course of action at this point is to probably hit up some of the ones in Caldros, and then go from there. Haha! Screw you, Miss Milsati. Humanity 1, Milsati 0.
missile.
Alright, final push. Alright, just past the 14% threshold. Sweet. Alright, next we'll do the Prospective Partners Affinity Quest.
We have visitor!
Well, it isn't every day the Director General stops by for a visit.
I'm a busy man, I fear. But something's come up that I'd like your team to handle.
Stuffy Suit came to the right place. Make request and Tatsu will see what he can do.
Right. Well, I'd like to propose we enhance our surveillance of the ganglion.
Is there something you're expecting to find?
We've had a string of unusual reports lately. There have been rumors that the ganglion are fighting amongst themselves.
Power struggles? With all those species working together, I imagine they've no shortage of infighting.
Which is precisely what we want to exploit. Hence the need for intel. And why I'd like you to focus on expanding Frontier Nav for now.
All right. We'll take it on as a formal request from you.
Shosan's decided to further expand his investigation of the ganglion across Mira. Okay, that explains why I've never seen that dialogue show up. It's because they need you to do 14% to start the quest and 15 to progress the plot. So never mind, back to exploring another percentage of the planet. Yes, yeah, not to mention, for that, you pretty much almost need the Ares. I mean, to just insta-kill him like that quickly. Yeah, first things first, we have to finish Chapter 12 to get that sucker, and then have thousands of material tickets so we can actually make the darn thing quickly. Alright, so with that additional one, that'll probably be 14.5%. Then next we'll probably hit up the, that part of Noctilum where the telephy is at, because that'll give us a couple more data probes. Because I'm just gonna level up a couple times just by doing this. He's like, who needs a stupid Ares? Al's like, Alright, sorry. Yeah, plus there's this section. Yeah, might as well do this section first and then see how many more probes I gotta put in to get to 15%. Yeah, this alone is why I'd probably recommend you get the flight module as quickly as possible if you're trying to play the game as quickly as possible, because you're like, yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer to look for treasure chests and fighting tyrants if you're just trying to beat the game as fast as possible. Because, yeah, my estimate's probably gonna be about 2 to 3... Well, let's see, I think we had like about 15, probably 16 hours clocked in by the time this session's over. I'd say, but like up to chapter 12, like that'll probably be another couple hours. So probably be like almost 20 hours before we get to Chapter 13, and I know Chapter 13 is going to take 5 to 6 hours, so we'll easily be at 24, and this is just pretty much doing the bare minimum with the exception of a couple of affinity quests. And the pizza quests. Which, yeah, I know before we finish the playthrough out, we're gonna do the pizza detective quest, but I'm probably gonna wait until it gets to be like chapter 10 or 13 so that we're as high a level going into that final fight in that quest as possible. Alright, 14.85, that's probably not gonna get us high enough, so let's prioritize these two next. Alright, so that should do it.
Fascinating.
Find something useful?
All intelligence is useful, Colonel. It's just a matter of finding the best lens to view it through.
Wow, that's deep, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, you fought against a Rothian squadron before, yes?
Rothian? Tatsu hear that name someplace before.
Warriors through and through. The sort you don't want for enemies.
Not ringing any bells.
Come on, we fought them in Sylvalum, remember?
Oh, right! Tatsu remember now. Kitty cat people, right?
We've analyzed Frontier Nav records for evidence of Ganglion infighting. Every instance has involved Rothians fighting against one race or another. This is more than just a few simple disagreements. We believe they've broken ties with the Ganglion entirely, and on less than amicable terms.
If they really have left the Ganglion, that might be a possibility. Their motives certainly seem different enough. If their values align with ours.
As we often said on Earth, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I expect an alliance with the Rothians would prove beneficial for both of us.
Agreed. Even beyond the practical merits, it just makes sense for us to try and make as many friends as possible here.
Which brings me to your next mission. I need you to travel to the site of the latest clash and gather data.
Yes, sir.
Alright, off to Noctilum.
That's right. We've located a Rothian skell. It seems mostly undamaged. No pilot in sight. It's unclear if they abandoned the skell or were killed.
What about the data unit?
Intact, as far as I can see.
Excellent. Please bring it back with you. Also, a sample of the plating, and any weaponry you can manage.
We'll do what we can. Ready for a little manual labor?
Are you kidding? I can't wait to get this stuff home to analyze it. Huh? What do you mean? Elma?
Well, no point in hiding it, I suppose. I can't be certain, but if I had to venture a guess, I'd assume this is all just insurance in case an alliance falls through.
You mean we're gathering this data to make fighting the Rothians easier?
Oh, I'm sure diplomatic talks will come first. And even if we can't secure a friendship, that doesn't mean we have to fight. But it's always good to prepare for the worst possible scenario. Especially if you're the man responsible for the safety of all of New LA.
Well, I hope the Alliance can work out.
As do I, Lynn. For now, let's get back to work.
Took a part from the Rothian skell. Back to the city.
I received your report. Good work collecting those samples.
I'm just sorry we weren't able to get more.
We'll take what we can get. You have my thanks.
They're an exceptionally proud people. If we can forge an alliance, I'm certain they'll be friends we can trust.
I'll remember that. And should the day come, I'd like you to serve as ambassador.
My pleasure. As long as you don't send me there to declare war.
Perish the thought. The fewer enemies we have, the easier my job is.
Looks like the Rothians are being hounded by the Ganglion. This might be an opportunity to team up with them. Yeah, and of course, unlike the Wii U version, actually recruiting them is mandatory for story completion for Chapter 13. Which means, canonically, Gajarg is in your party by the end of the story. Alright, so then we need to be at level 42 to do that, and that'll be post-Chapter 10. I wasn't 100% paying attention to when you have to do it to beat the story. I think it said it was just before Chapter 13, but I'll double-check once it gets to that point. So many storage probes! So then just Nagi can't be in your party for Chapter 12. I'm assuming he just can't be involved in any story missions. So yeah, 38's recommended level for this chapter. And then yeah, we're ready to go to start it whenever we want. Oh yeah, we're like right next to chapter 30, or level 37, so we should be in relatively good standing to do that chapter. Pretty much gonna get my character situated, and then we'll start off with chapter 10 next time. Alright, that'll wrap it up for this session, so next time we will start off right away with Chapter 10. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some more progress done on the run, and then we'll continue it up next week. Then in terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, it'll be continuing Mario and Luigi Brothership for the next 2 days. That'll be about it, so let's go find a raid target. Both the birthday people are streaming. Okay, we're leaving this up to RNG. Alright, one's Liam, two's Ileta. Make sure I'm pressing the button. Alright, Liam it is. Then if Ileta's live the next 2 days, we'll kind of make up for it. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.